All right, all right. Ryan, how you doing, dude? Sounds good. Yep. Man, something about it. Seems like every time I stream these days, my T values go through the roof. Should be a little bit better. Let's go 50% on the lights. Better. All right. Well, I missed the 1245 GT3 race, so I'm gonna do little Draft Masters action, and then that'll kick me right over to the 145 GT3. Rip. No black flag. I don't know how long this is going to last, but we'll give it a go. Give me something to do in between. I don't know. What's up, fam? I don't know, dude. I haven't thought that far ahead. I'm really not sure. I really do enjoy those little 20-minute races. So I think I'm going to stick to those today. Do a couple, see how we get on, just in time for lunch. Hell yeah, brother, let's go. Glad to participate. Future Chris problem. That's exactly exactly I say that all the time. There's something God, what was it, something we got going on at the end of next week, like right before Halloween. And my wife's like, well, you know, what are we gonna do? I'm like, you know what? That's a next week problem. I'm not even, I got no mind share for that right now. I'll deal with that next week. Got a meeting at 5, watching while I wait. Just put me up on the board, you know? I'll get everybody going. So guys, what do we think about these, you know, these new proposals? And, you know, the bar charts look really good. The pie charts could look better. You know, you really did a good job on the outlining there. The shadow could have been a little bit better. I don't know why we were using, you know, cosmic, whatever. I don't know. Put me out there, man. I got it. Just tap me in. I'll go to the meeting for you.
47.
I've been in enough of those.
0, 1.
Oh, thought I could save it. Couldn't. Did save. Not bad. Oh, come on. Oh, no. The downshift got me. Holy shit. Alright, I think the tires are warm. Let's, I think that could be a short too, actually. Didn't know they were only 20 minutes. Yeah, they really are. Really are nice, man. No pit stop. It's, you know, quality matters quite a bit, obviously. And then you can just get after it. I love the fact that it's GT3 only, so you don't have to worry about the multi-class stuff. And, that there's 3 different regional series and each one has its own track, which is fantastic. So if you really, as a GT3 driver right now, you have 5 options every week at a minimum. And if there's a track you don't like, it's really easy to avoid. So like for me this week, there's 2 that I'm really a fan of. I need to do a Lemons race. I haven't done that yet. Maybe this weekend I'll have time. You know, we'll see how it goes. Got to go to Bid Bath and Beyond first. You know, not kidding. Old School. Have you all not seen Old School? Some of y'all are probably too damn young to have seen that movie. I know Fam's too young to have seen that movie. Probably came out about the time you were born. Like literally. Big setup, don't need to worry about change. Yeah, exactly. You just literally just click it and let it rip.
47.
Maybe some Home Depot. I don't afraid to have enough time. Hey man, what's up, dude? How you doing? Everything. So do you literally just play everything? Or did that come from somewhere else? I'm an everything kind of gamer. You know, what kind of games do you like? You know, pretty much all the things. I'm here for your MMO action, little ARPG. JRPG, you know, some racing. Do some NASCAR racing. How old are you? Why don't you tell me how old you think I am? Let's start with that. We'll make this content. How old do I look? I know it's kind of misleading because it's a, you know, webcam and stuff, but hit it. Old School came out 7 years before I was... Dude, you should go back and watch it. It's actually still pretty funny. 1 year after you were born. Holy shit. Alright. That's brutal. I play everything. I was gonna make a gaming channel, never got around to it. Yeah. It's a lot harder to do than you think, you know? I think you're about the same age as me, 35. Any other guesses for people that don't actually know how old I am? If you know how old I am, please don't say. It's not as much fun if you know. Oh my god, I lost it. Caught it. How can I just catch this? Talk about the same stuff in my childhood. There you go. Yeah, Vince Vaughn movie, Old School. Got it. 41. Damn, coming out hard, man, with the big numbers. Jesus, you just gonna throw a 4 on somebody's face in the day? Damn. Starting out the day strong, aren't we? Just, I've been on for like 15 minutes. Somebody throwing out 4s. Any other guesses? I'll tell you. 39 years young, had a boy, I've been Dan. Well, I tell you what. Hey, I like where your head's at. Well, she gone. Not saving that one. Jesus. I probably should have held the brakes. Oh my god, sweet mother. Jesus. Oh, thanks for not hitting me, boys.
Let's get that fixed.
I appreciate you. Whew. Yeah, that was actually pretty cool. I'd say let's do it again, but yeah, it's about to start. There we go. Yeah, I'm 43, believe it or not. 43. 61 years young. Love it, dude. Love it. No, yeah. 43. Isn't that crazy? Inching forward every year to the big 5-0. Appreciate you. Hey, just here to take the compliments, you know, just one at a time. It's fine. You know, space them out if you'd like. Over there. I was thinking 35. No, I appreciate it. It's, I think the camera probably makes me look younger than I am, to be honest. Maybe it's like the angle and get me on my good side. It's hard to say. I don't know. I've always joked that I'm 43. I look 35. I feel 55. But I bet Bama Dan probably is like, boy, you don't even know. Boy, you don't even know. Over the hill. What's up, Puff? Some days I feel it more than others, that's for sure. Man, yesterday, God, I had so much pain in my foot. It was unbelievable. It's like there's always something. Like literally every day there's something and it pisses me off. I do like a really basic workout routine, like every day, right? Every day I walk a mile on the treadmill, and then every other day I'd lift some weights. Basic stuff, nothing crazy. Bench press, curls, you know, just some stuff. And some days, like tomorrow, for instance, I'm gonna go cut the grass because tomorrow is my mile day, mile only day, no weights. Some days like that, I like to plan ahead. I'll turn the sprinklers off a day in advance so I make sure the ground's not gonna like absorb me. Yeah, it's grass growing season. Speak of your 40, you start talking about fucking growing grass, you know what I'm saying? Anywho, gotta turn the sprinklers off, and I'll do my walk just by cutting the grass. That's definitely more than a mile. And man, like, I don't know, it's been a couple days now. I've had this pain in my foot. It almost feels like plantar fasciitis, but it's not. I've had that before.
Yeah, I'm here.
It's not that bad.
Won't get wrecked
kinda
now.
feels
Why?
like it.
Did you block me?
Oh.
Last lap or 3 laps? Is that you?
We're starting off strong. Race hasn't even started yet.
Yeah, somebody typing up there running their fingers.
Oh, I mute all those people. It's not worth seeing.
Too much damage. We've got to fix it.
21, good spin there.
Hell yeah, brother. All right, let's get it. I mean, I thought that was pretty good. Hit the wall.
Hello, hello.
Absolutely. Looking
Oh,
good.
good as not. I'm like, okay, good. Thank you.
All right.
Can you hear me or no?
I can hear you.
That's a Big 10-4, loud and clear. Good, buddy. Got a good excuse for you being faster than me now. 8 years more experience. 8 years more time for the eyes to go off, you know? 8 years more time. I got aches and pains like you wouldn't believe, so... Oh, shit. 40 plus in the house. Yeah, dude. That's the cool thing about sim racing. I feel like on average we are... the older folks definitely dominate the hobby of sim racing. Yeah, none of the funny grass. Be right back. Food's cooking. Uh-oh. Stay on the track. Use to fix your garden if you're walking a mile to cut it. I'm trying to think. I think we're on a... I mean, it's only like a quarter of an acre. It's not... I think it's a quarter of an acre. Maybe it's a third. It's very small. But, I mean, I got a push mower. So... It's the backyard, really. It's nice and big. And it's pretty much all grass. Like, we don't have, like, there's a shed back there in the back corner. But it's not like... It's not, I don't know, there's not a lot of extra stuff in there that takes away from the actual grass on the ground, you know? Whipping the truck series, people can hold the lines for some reason. Yeah, it is hard, I gotta be honest. If you see me in the front of the line, I'll hold that sun gun like you wouldn't believe, right? But if you're behind somebody, the visibility is so bad. It's hard. It's hard to predict it. So you're right. But I kind of get it. Almost there. 39 in February. Damn, dude. Welcome to the club. I'll send you your card in the mail. Shit starts hurting. Shit starts hurting out of nowhere and for no reason whatsoever. It's really annoying. I hope your transition to 40 was better than mine. Oh, I probably should have been down there to start this. Yeah, I just scrubbed too much for no reason. I was dumb. Not really paying attention. I'm just kind of like here. Oh my god. You hear the RPMs drop. Terrible. Although I guess this is the car. Never mind. Forgot I'm in the 87s all of a sudden. Jesus. I'll be awake in a second. So I don't, you know, I know maybe you guys don't care too much about this. I'm gonna talk about it anyway. Sorry. I play World of Warcraft as well. I raid on Wednesday and Thursday nights. So last night we extended our raid, which means you don't re-clear the bosses that you've already killed, you know, in the past. So we're really just extending it, which means we stay on the one that we're at, trying to kill it. Obviously, the further you go, the harder they get. Man, last night was brutal. it was brutal. We made some progress, but it was tough. Man, slow as hell in this car. It's kind of insane. Somebody's 3.5 tenths faster. Like, that's a lot, especially at a place like this. Obviously, I don't know how to do it. Hope for the best. Yeah. That's it. You're getting the, you know, it's like the intro lesson to the club. That's for sure. I've had this thing in my neck for like literally 6 months. Like, just kind of can't get it to release. Super annoying. I'm hard-headed. I'm one of those guys where I don't want to go to the doctor. I'm not interested. I feel like I've gone to too many of them, and it's just, it's like, I don't know if y'all have noticed this. Uh-oh. It feels like when you go to the doctor, you're more inclined to go back to the doctor.
Pitboxing 5.
I don't really feel like things get better. It's just like, oh, you're on to something else.
Right here.
Two. Rip. Practicing.
You're going the wrong way.
Yeah. Very annoying to me.
Right here.
16 in 3 months. Ain't that something, man? Man, middle child, think about this. You want to hear some shit? My middle child gets his official license tomorrow. My oldest obviously is already driving. My middle one will be driving tomorrow. And then my youngest will be driving in 2 years. It's crazy. Some beginner experiences. Man, that's a really good question. I feel like the first job I ever had, and you guys will probably know this actually, a place called King's Dominion. It's like a theme park. Like Six Flags, but local for Richmond. I worked there, but I was young. I was probably 15. And so I was too young to be able to work the rides or anything. So I had to work in like the food stuff, which is fucking horrible. I wouldn't recommend that. That was terrible. But theme parks, actually kind of a cool place to work. Would have been way cooler if I could have worked a ride or something.
Line up on the inside. Pit road.
So I did that. That was actually my first. I think that was my first like real job ever. I used to cut grass a lot in the neighborhood. I don't know if you can do stuff like that anymore. I guess that's still a thing. I've tried to get my sons to do that around our neighborhood. I feel like people are just too bougie. They don't want like kids to cut their grass anymore. It's weird. So like that's a thing. I worked at Subway. Definitely certified sandwich artist. Did that. Was probably 16, 17 time frame. So I'd like have football on Friday night. And then I'd be at Subway first thing Saturday morning. So I worked at Subway. I worked at a place called Jumbo Sports. And that's your equivalent of like a Dick's Sporting Goods, basically. I'm going to tell y'all something. Here's something I did back in the day. I used to work, I'd work in the tennis and golf section of Jumbo Sports, which had many names before it eventually died. And one of the jobs in tennis and golf, you'd sell a tennis racket. Somebody come in and buy a tennis racket 10 a.m. on a Saturday morning, right? And they're in their like tennis gear and they think like, oh, I'm going to buy a tennis racket. I'm just going to literally walk out of the store with it and I'm going to go play tennis with my friends. And people would show up with their friend. You know what I mean? They'd show up with their friend. Like, we're buying the tennis racket. We're going over the tennis courts. So we're going to hit this little ball around. They didn't realize like the tennis racket's just a racket. It doesn't come with the strings in it generally. Like not a nice one. A nice one, you had to string it, which is a little bit of a process. You put it in this little machine and we would physically like weave the string, right? I don't know what they do these days. I'm guessing it's probably the same process. I don't see how that's changed. But anyway, they would walk in and then they'd be so disappointed. I'm like, yeah, we're backlogs like a week of stringing tennis rackets, you know? And they would just be, oh, you know, man, I can't. I'm like, you can go buy.
Qualify, did you?
You can go buy this one. This one over here, it's like $20. It's an absolute piece of shit.
Nope.
You know, you can buy that one. It's got strings in it, ready to roll, right? But you know, I'm what I like to call an enterprising young fella. So I'd be like, hey man, look, it's 10 o'clock. I can have it ready by noon for like, you know, maybe like $20.
Low sevens, the high sixes.
So I'll get them to give me and it would range. I had people offer in some cases, be like, I'll give you $50 if you can get it done in an hour. Like, psh, come back in 45 minutes. She'll be ready.
519. Come on.
So I made a lot of side money.
Honestly, all I do
that's
is
for
just
sure.
go out of the pits as fast as possible and
Which sounds
run the
bad.
first lap qualifying. There's no really secret to it.
Why can't my mute button work?
So if you watch my lap, you can see my line and probably get the same lap.
Anywho, you would
You
think
run the first.
that sounds bad, and maybe it does. But to be fair,
Yeah, they told me
I think
first
that was
lap
really
is
good. It
faster
was
this
like
week.
this lesson of
There's guys that are
entrepreneurship.
doing
Like
faster
you find
than
a
me. I
problem,
don't know what their
you find a
trick is,
gap,
but you can get at least a 0.5
solve said
just
problem.
by running a fast lap.
be the solution.
No, be damn.
It was so
I
good.
appreciate
I
you.
did that. I did a lot of that.
Yeah, I've seen some 46.3s earlier in here with you, Rusty. Those guys are busting ass.
What's the other thing
I'm
I
still
did?
on their
Get
pit
ready.
too.
Going green.
Oh my god, y'all love this. I'll wait till these guys. My mute button's not working on this car for some reason. I'll tell you the story once we get going. I'll be wrecked in about 2 laps, almost guaranteed. 113. Shit, my wife texted me. I meant to look at it. Oh,
Green, green, green.
oh god. Shifts aren't working. Need one more. There we go. All right, no more shifts.
Inside.
I'm gonna start selling water without a bottle. Hey, I mean,
Clear
you find a
inside.
market.
Car inside.
You create. I mean, you can create the problem if you want to, but if you solve the problem, it's called entrepreneurship. I got a really good one. Hold, give me a second. See, it even relates to racing, so I think y'all will appreciate this. I did this next one for a couple of years. I'm not even sure how we got turned on to this one, but so I'm in Richmond, Virginia. And obviously we have the Richmond Raceway, the NASCAR races, right? Back in the day we used to have 2 of them. Not to mention Friday night races and whatever. We used to have Saturday night races at Richmond. 2 of them a year. I guess one of them was probably during the day, whatever. Somehow, one of my friends was hooked up with somebody.
Inside.
I don't really know how this guy had the clout to basically be doing this, but anyway, he would hire us, me and, I don't know, probably 4 of
Clear
us.
inside.
And they would cone off. Basically, if you look at Google Maps, I'm sure it's the same. You look at Google Maps, look at Richmond Raceway, and behind the racetrack, kind of out of turn like 1 and 2, it's all industrial. So there's a lot of industrial park and a lot of parking lots and stuff like that. And they didn't want people parking there.
45.30.
So, you know, they wanted them parking over at the official stuff where they had to pay money to get in, right?
Inside.
Y'all can see where this is going. So this guy would hire us. And, I don't know what he paid us. I have no idea what we were getting paid to do this. But basically, we would sit out there literally all day in front of the openings to these parking lots, in front of the industrial places. And these were like amazing parking spots. If you look at Google Maps, you'll see.
Car inside.
So we would sit there all day with a cone and just say, like, when people would come up to the, hey, man, I'm sorry, you can't park here, you know, it's private property or closed off or whatever. I don't know what we said. But, you know, pretty soon people started offering, hey, man, I'll give you, like, you know, give you 50 if you let us park here.
45.30.
And before you knew it, man, those parking lots were full.
Inside.
I don't remember what we made, but, and I don't even remember, like, this is before cell phones, guys. I mean, we had pagers. This was probably 98. No, probably shit earlier than that. We could drive. So it was 96, I think, when I started driving. Which, that really sounds, it just sounds old when you say that out loud, if we're being honest. So it's probably like 97, 98, something like that.
Clear inside.
So we didn't have cell phones weren't a thing. So I don't even remember how we eventually communicated, like, hey, this is what we're going to do. But man, we did. And I think we did this for like 2 or 3 years straight. It was awesome. We made so much money. It was crazy. And at some point we communicated, like, hey, we're going to do it. And so we would just effectively collude with one another and say, all right, we're going to do this. We'll just, whatever we raise, we split it after it's all over. But, you know, the races weren't until 8 o'clock or whatever it was, 7 o'clock. We'd literally be out there from like 7 a.m. all day. The guy would come by. The best part was the guy didn't go to the race or anything, so he'd come by at like 11 or 12 and be like, there's a couple of people that got in. Like, I don't know how they got in there, man, you know.
Clear inside.
I had to go to the bathroom or something. I'm not sure how they got through there. Or maybe he just kind of was such an
You
asshole
really
to
have
me.
to fucking sit right on my
You
ass,
know.
dude. Come on.
I just couldn't deal with it, you know. The guy's being a jerk. I didn't really want to deal with his bullshit. Stuff like that. But of course, by like 3 o'clock, they were done. They weren't coming by for the rest of the day. So they got full. For sure.
The car outside.
I don't know why I can drive this thing to the front. Am I burning the tires off this thing or what?
Good save there, Rusty.
It's in Brighton on the beachfront.
Clear. Inside.
Oh, so loose. Yeah, I bet. I mean, it's the thing, man. Like, if there's a demand for something and you can provide the solution, there's money to be made. That is the
I've been
definition of
really
capitalism.
taking it easy,
549.
saving it for the best.
That's what I'm wondering. Am I burning my tires up? Because I feel like I'm able to drive by most guys pretty easily. Those exits are rough. Probably going to get worse. Trying to think what other schemes I've had over the years.
Clear inside. Car inside.
But like my friends are the kind of guys that would sign up to sell those knives. What are those knives people would like show up to your house trying to sell you?
Clear.
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm just always looking for something, trying to find a way to make a buck.
Car inside.
Good times.
47.2.
And it's funny, you look at, I think back, I don't communicate with really any of those guys anymore, but I've seen, you know, LinkedIn or Facebook or something, and most of those guys own businesses. You know, like they've gone on to be entrepreneurs and kind of do their own
You're up
thing.
top, 3 wide.
I think that's something. It means something.
Inside, 2 wide. You're up top, 3 wide.
Oh, brother.
Inside, 2 wide.
Thought you weren't going to go there. I guess he had somebody to his inside. These tires feel like they're about to fall off. Move near high school, charge $10 for parking, driveway. Oh, yeah. That's a good point. People do that at the Richmond races. They'll like literally, I mean, where the racetrack is a very depressed part of Richmond.
Inside.
So people would literally, I don't think it matters if depressed or otherwise, people will open literally their front lawn up and let you park there for the day. $20, whatever. The front lawn is loaded with cars.
Car inside.
People just trying to tailgate and have a good day. No, I've literally done that. I haven't been to a race there in forever. I don't remember when. I think my daughter was just born. I think my wife and I literally went to a race. She could have been more than a week old. I mean, we didn't take her, but... So that would have been...
You're up top, 3 wide.
14 years ago.
Right side, 2 wide. 47.576.
Hell yeah, brother. What's up, Wade? These exits are unbelievably sketchy. I can't believe I'm still alive. I thought I was going to be dead by now and practicing for the next race. Like I said, I missed the 12:45 GT3 race. I thought I'll do this while we kill some time. These things are just... You feel like you're actually driving these. I know it doesn't look like much, but I'm literally trying to find that grip right through the center of that corner all the way through. Because these things literally just want to fall off. Definitely don't want to be 3 wide.
47.256. Clear inside.
Yo! What's up, Nodwell? How you doing, dude? Nice to see you. Oh.
Clear inside.
Man down. Peak up in the evening. A good one the other day. Potential for yeah. I definitely know that feeling. You just got to get in there and let it rip.
Clear.
I've definitely had those where it's like, I had a good race. I don't really want to go and screw that memory up. But you know what? It's over either way. I get it, though.
Car inside.
So anywho, yeah, like I said, I missed the GT3 start. So the plan is kill time running.
Hey, I've got a lot of damage, guys,
Turning
so I'll let
left.
you go back by me here.
5 to go. Car outside. 2 wide. 47.697. Clear outside. Car inside. Clear inside.
Dang it.
Looks like your car
Yeah, I
is
was gonna
toast.
say.
You'll need to tow back to pit lane. Press and hold the reset button and we'll come and get you.
My wheel's like, nope, not doing it. Damn it. I thought I was clear. I thought I was gonna be clear. Yeah. Green car juked to left, scared me a little bit. I was gonna try to go in there anyway. Yeah, unfortunate. Damn it. Barely touched him. Fuck. Annoying. Annoying. Man. No clear. True. It's amazing how those crashes like that are intense, still total the car. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe when it started going, I just stopped paying attention to it, but I thought, oh, maybe I can drive the next 4 laps and at least finish the race. No. No. You were not going to finish that race. All right. On to. I'd like to do Portimao. It's only got 3 people registered. I guess I don't care. I guess I don't care. I've got time, so I've got 20 minutes. I'll register. At least I'll show, like, hey, here's another person that's registered to go. I really did enjoy driving the Corvette here the other day, but I think maybe I want to shake it up for something else. You know what? I haven't done the Lamborghini in a hot minute. I really enjoyed it in the summer when I was driving it. Before I went back to the Porsche. Let's do that. Why not? We'll sign up. We'll get another number on the board. Maybe that will inspire a couple other people to give us an official race. It's amazing. Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. Gosh, tootin' darn it indeed. Damn. Yeah, I'm going to do Atlanta too. Don't worry. Don't you worry. I'm thinking Aston in the, thinking Aston for the other one. Hold on. I got a important text message I must respond to. Hold on. Car insurance info. Isn't that the best? You start adding children to car insurance policies and your shit just goes up. Jesus Christ. God. Y'all. Insurance is a scam. Insurance is an absolute scam. God damn it. I thought when I sold the Corvette, my insurance, whatever, premium was going to go down. It didn't. it really didn't. Have you seen the bitching in the subreddit about the Mustang performance? No, I have not actually. Which is surprising. I feel like I see everything. Oh, look at that. 14 people already. What are the tracks? So for the 3 regionals, it's Road Atlanta, Portimao, Phillip Island. IMSA is at La Mall. And what's the other one? GT3 is at Hockenheim. Doing good. I've been doing the Aston Atlanta. It's a good combination. Yeah, I'll give it a shot. You sold the vet? I did. Yeah, I did, man. I sold it back in July. Yeah, I sold the Corvette. And it was just one of those things. It was like, I just didn't drive it, man. There's a couple things. I didn't drive it much. And I hated... Now, this is going to sound really stupid. This is going to sound really dumb, but it's the truth. I wouldn't bullshit you. I hated the attention, man. I didn't even think... I swear to you, I did not even think about it when I bought that car. Didn't even cross my mind. It was just one of those things, like, I've literally wanted a Corvette since I was probably 8. I've loved those cars forever. I love the new design of the C8. I thought it was incredible. I loved it. Did not remotely cross my mind that, like, every time you're at a stoplight, or every time you go to the gas station, or every time you do, like, fucking anything, somebody's gonna say something. And that's cool and all, but this will sound strange since I'm literally streaming on the internet right now, but I don't like attention. I don't like it at all. I'm not social. It's just not my style, man. If I had thought about that in advance, I would have never bought that car. It's true. Genuinely true. I know you're being sarcastic, but I don't like it. But my FFB's a little too far back. I need to take stock in that. I missed a lot of chat messages. Y'all been busy. 3 bangers. I don't believe in insurance. I wish I didn't have to. I've got 2 teenage drivers, so. This week, fixing GT3 is fun. We'll replace it. Nothing's gonna replace it. It's also, so the other thing is, I have this realization. I understand now why a lot of people buy their fun car in their 50s, right? Like, for me, I have 2 teenage drivers. My insurance policy is absolutely ridiculous as it is. We have 4 vehicles in the house. You know, between my truck, my wife's vehicle, and then the kids. They each have a vehicle. Spoiled little shits. So it's just a lot, man. It's like, I already got 4 vehicles in the house. I got 4 people driving. It's a lot. So I just don't mess with it. Trent, appreciate that. Thank you for the follow. I'm losing stuff here. We'll replace the sleepers for the win. Yeah, that's another thing too, and not that you kind of alluded to it, but that car was going to get me in trouble. The fact that I never got a ticket or anything, that car is kind of insane. I hit some pretty solid triple digits in that thing a few times. So number 1, not a good example for the kids, and number 2, I don't need that drama in my life. Tint those windows black. I did that with my truck, but I have a black truck, so just that thing I love. Which vet did you have? I had a base C8, nothing special. It was a 2023 base C8. It wasn't like a whatever Z06 or anything like that. It was an awesome car. Loved the buttons. Like Camry. Wasn't inclined to correct anybody. Yeah. Very fun car to drive. I mean, it was awesome in so many ways. I was also thankful I never had like an expensive maintenance. I mean, I don't know. All that stuff is just, I don't want to mess with it. I don't want the drama. Everyone has to be covered for all, yeah, exactly. So that's the thing too. So Sassy, also known as Pete, brings up a phenomenal point. So one thing I learned, if I have a child on my policy, I can't just say, hey, this child is only going to be licensed or insured to drive this car and he will never drive this other car. Can't do that. So if he's on the policy,
44.1.
he's covered if he drives that Corvette and destroys it. So it created problems that I didn't want. So maybe in 10 years I'll do something else, but I have no clue what I would do. But yeah, I don't know. I think honestly, I've mentioned this to Nodwell, I'm not glazing the guy. It'd probably be a Porsche of some kind, to be honest. I really do love those. I don't know that I can afford one necessarily, but if I could make that work, it might be one of those. Damn, Pete, I can't even read all your comments. You've been busy, hold on. Pete's a chatter. Princess Zoe, it's weird when expected you not much attention just doesn't feel one of the cars for something much rarer. I don't know that it's that. I think like in this country specifically, like history, Corvette has a big history. Like people know what those are, you know? And especially the newer ones, it looks exotic. I actually have had people mistake it for like a Lamborghini or something. I'm like, no, it's a Chevrolet. It's okay. But yeah, it's cool, but it was annoying. I wasn't a big fan. And it's not even stuff, it's not just that. It's like, again, I have 2 high school aged sons, right? The amount of times I was asked to drive the car was so fucking annoying, I didn't want to deal with it anymore. Every single friend that they've ever possibly known or even hung out with once in their life, hey, you know, Billy Joe, who I met that one time in football 6 years ago, wants to come by. You think you can take him for a ride? Like, it's just, that sort of shit was just annoying. Like, all those things add up to the point you almost start to resent the fact that the thing exists. And then the truth of the matter is, I would basically walk past it because it sat in the garage. I'd walk past it every time that I left the house to go jump in my truck to go wherever I actually needed to go, you know. Like, at some point, you just get tired of paying for... There's also this beautiful thing called personal property taxes, which is an absolute sham. So I got this thing that I do love that sits in the garage that I pay personal property taxes for and insurance and all this stuff. I barely drive it. Everybody's, you know, asking me to go for a ride. It's like, just get out. Just get out. Yeah, I missed most of what you said, Pete. Sorry. I couldn't keep up with it all. I can't scroll on this thing either, I don't think. Oop. Oh. It's weird because my parents could do that when you were younger. Maybe in certain states it's different, but in Virginia you can't do that. Do this sometimes towards a habit. The Challenger, yeah, that's a whole different beast. Triggers memories, exactly. I remember one woman came up to me. This woman must have been 80. She came up to me at the gas station. I go to the Kroger, gotta save them points. So I go down at the Kroger, getting gas, and she comes up to me. She was like, "That's a beautiful car. It reminds me of the one that I had back in 1974, you know." And she's just telling me about her experience with the C3 that she used to have, and she loved it and all that, you know. It just elicits memories for so many people that have loved those cars, had them in the past, you know. Like Corvette in the United States, I mean, it's an iconic vehicle. I mean, just like a Mustang, you know. I mean, people have awesome memories of, you know, the 60s and 70s when they had a Mustang as an 18-year-old kid or whatever. Like, a lot of older folks would definitely say things like that, which I thought that honestly is pretty cool. And if every single time I was going through the neighborhood and there was like a group of kids specifically, 10-year-old, 12-year-old or something, they're like, "Oh shit," I would stop every single time. Because I remember when I was 10 or 12 years old and I saw one, I'd lose my shit. And nobody, you know, I'd never had the opportunity to like sit in it or touch it or, you know, and it's funny to say that out loud. It sounds like such a stupid thing. Like it's not a special car. I thought about it that way, but like kids don't see it that way, man. They're like, "That's the coolest thing ever." So I would stop and just, you know, "Hey man, check it out, sit in it," you know, whatever. I did that all the time. Watch Wrenching with the Old Dad. Yeah, exactly. Not shitting your first world problems. I don't know that it's a first world problem. I guess shit, the fact I'm sitting here talking to you is a first world problem, but you know, it's just stuff I don't want to deal with. Yeah, I guess it is a first world problem. Americans are stupid and ignorant as fuck. I hate it here. Our driving standards for a license are such a joke compared to other parts of the world. Go somewhere else? Like, what the fuck do you want me to say to that? Americans are not stupid or ignorant. I think that's probably a stupid or ignorant comment, to be honest with you. Can't generalize people like that, man. Truth of the matter is, just not how it works. Driving standards for a license are such a joke compared to other parts of the world. I don't know what the standards are for other parts of the world. I think like anything in the world, it's up to the people raising you to do the right thing. So if they don't do that, that's unfortunate, but is what it is. Buy the Porsche. I wish. Those things are expensive as hell, man. Want the actual one from 1966? I got you. What are you talking about? The Mustang? Because I feel like what was it? Wasn't there like a 65.5 or 66.5? Wasn't there something like that on the first Mustang? Amish kids love it, which is odd and unexpected. Really? I think everybody would love a Challenger or a Corvette or a cool looking Mustang or like any of that. It resonates big time. Like big time. This here is a single highest rate demographic for kids asking people to do a burnout. Nice. Speed demons, all of them. I love it. Driven all over the world, and you can definitely say they're bad drivers. Yeah, exactly. It's like saying, "Hey, this country is dumb." It's like, brother, stupid people literally everywhere. Like literally everywhere. It's that's an argument you don't want to have. You're not going to look good. AC Cobra 1966. I see. Not talking about the Mustang. I can visualize that car. That's for sure. Driving standards in the US is higher than Canada. Yeah, that I don't know. It's funny, I don't really know anything about driver standards anywhere other than this country. They're not great. That's for sure. Enjoy your mountain you live under. What mountain do I live under? My house? I am in the basement right now, if that's what you mean. Thanks for adding to the problem. See you later. Get off the internet. Cool. I don't know if you're referring to me or somebody else, but I'm good where I'm at. Thank you. All right. 5 minutes to go. I'm going to try to figure out. I guess I really wasn't paying much attention while I was trying to do some of those laps, but what can I say? You strongly prefer how Norway does it in simple terms. If you live somewhere that gets proper... Yeah. I was thinking about that with Canada, actually. You would think, like... I don't know. I feel like you would be better at driving at a place like that. You know what I mean? Because you have to deal with those standards. I think Finland's one. I'm trying to remember. I was watching a YouTube video not too long ago, and they talk about, like, what they have to go through to obtain a license. It's, like, insanely different compared to a lot of other places around the world. But it's also like they deal with conditions that are dramatically different than anything we deal with. Yeah, we don't do anything like that. Yeah, it's one of those things like around here, I feel like when it rains, people drive really poorly. When it snows, you might as well just stay home. And I'm talking about 2 inches of snow. It doesn't matter whether it's 2 inches or 2 feet. It's horrible. Horrible around here. Now, I love it. I can take the truck out and let it rip. But if you're actually trying to, you know, I don't know, just drive a normal vehicle, like, good luck. Whoever was complaining about stupid people, yeah, let them scream into the void. Who cares? Stigmatized failing to drive license test. That's true. I actually failed mine the first time I took it. I think my oldest son did too. It should be totally, and that was just to get your permit. So it was like, you know, what sign is this? Like, they, you know, it's not like here's a stop sign. I didn't know what that one was. It's like some obscure sign I've probably never seen in real life ever. I've been driving for a long time. Should be totally fine because it's just that hard. Yeah, exactly. Like, I actually kind of feel like you should probably fail most things the first time you do it, to be honest with you. It's probably not hard enough if you don't. Unless you're just really smart or you actually prepared really hard for something. But if you just kind of passively prepare for something and pass it immediately, probably wasn't that hard in the first place. The city was just apparently placed in the top 25. Oh, Jesus. That's unfortunate. I think the biggest problem we have is cell phones. Like, that is far and away the biggest issue. And it's funny, like, being in my truck, sitting up pretty high, I can see into basically everybody's vehicle. You know what I mean? Like, I can very easily see into the vehicle of the person in front of me. And very often I look at someone who's looking at a cell phone. My horn is very loud, and it gets their attention, though. Get a driver's license and a Cracker Jack box here. Ton of pushback on making it tough. Oh, of course. Failed mine the first time. Damn 4-way from a 1-way to a 2-way. Live in the retirement state. Yearly. Oh my God, that's actually. Yeah, Puff. I've got a story I probably won't tell. Maybe for a different day, but old people shouldn't be driving. That is very true. In Utah, it's such a false sense of confidence because of the snow that they're from your level drivers because they're accustomed to the snow. Doesn't equal ability. True. Rental in Iceland had studs. Jesus. Learn to drive on the Xbox. Hey, boy. Most kids do. Think about it. Yeah, me too. The white one. Rich. I mean, I had the same one. I wasn't a NASCAR. No. I was in a NASCAR league on the Xbox 360. I was also, I think it was Forza 5? Or maybe it was Forza 4 that was on the 360. I've raced in leagues and stuff with that setup. It was awesome. That's what the vet's good for. Prepped with appropriate exhaust. True. People choose to get knocked at. My truck was definitely louder than the Corvette. That's one thing. That's like the only thing I really didn't like about the car itself. The exhaust was way too quiet for my taste. Truck, very loud. Do love that. Nobody's used to a big. True. Some of the best rally drivers come from snowy areas. Yeah, I mean they do, but right, they are the 0.01%, right? On average. Maybe not. But yeah, I think it is what is it? I think it's Finland. They basically say is like overall where all the best racing drivers come from. All right, I'm gonna hop out for 2 secs, hit the bathroom, and then we'll be ready to roll. Session opens in probably 60 seconds, so I'll see you guys in a sec. Alright, anybody else telling me how ignorant and stupid we are over here? Where's that person gone? That's big problems. Yeah, Wade, I mean, I agree with that too. I think it's just a general problem in life. Finland, yeah, also. It's annoying because I feel like too, it's going to get to a point where it's like, as a society, we'll be more incentivized to have self-driving vehicles because people are incapable of just driving their cars. Instead of, to your point, treating it like a vehicle that takes them anywhere they want to go while they watch their phones, you know? We used to enjoy driving. Imagine that. Well, it's like we just lost the sense of patience. Like, yeah. All right. Well, I didn't really do many laps. I did 2. So that's going to be fun. Be present, yeah. All right. Wow. So definitely top split. There's a 9.6K person in here. The Ford looks like it might be the choice just based on the fact the top 3 people chose it. Looks like there's 2 Americans in here. I do love the flag thing. I really do. Feel like I learn new flags every race. What's that? Oh, Poland. I knew that one. Poland and Monaco have the same flag? Or at least they do in iRacing. What is that? France? Netherlands? It looks similar. Sweden, I know that one. Croatia, that's a new one. One of these days I'm gonna get more distracted by that and just not miss the race entirely. Yeah, average people, yeah. I got a feeling that by the time all that stuff goes down, I'll be long gone. So be it. But yeah, I think that's a really unfortunate outcome, but it feels inevitable. All right, I really do want to try to lock in here and see if I can get a decent lap. If not, I'll be struggling. Don't really want to get stuck too far behind, but also, I mean, this is a pretty tight split. It's a 3K split, but it goes from 9.6 down to 2.2, so we'll see. You sound like the person that's like, come take my guns. Guess it's kind of a similar idea. I do believe you, Pete. I do believe you. Yeah, that whole trend is massively problematic. I'll never participate, that's for sure. I hope my truck lasts me at least like 10 years. It's been 2. I mean, obviously it can last me as long as I want, you know, easily 10 years, but I guess the real point is I hope I don't feel the pull to do, you know, something different in the vehicle department for at least like 10 years. Hopefully longer. Kind of love that thing. Really did like the Corvette around here the other night.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
All right. One negative with this car is just not being able to see the tire temps. Guess it doesn't matter that much. It'd be nice.
One more lap.
4.26 is not a bad first lap.
9.4.
That's an expensive truck. Definitely should not have looked up a chat. Thank God that didn't ruin my lap. 41.9.
There's the flag. It's over.
Not great, but it ain't bad. Gonna be some 40s. Yeah, of course. I got 1.3 seconds faster. That's insane. So quick. Too tempted to mod. Yeah, I looked at it, like I said, that one thing I really didn't like about that car, the Corvette, was the exhaust, and I thought about it, but it's like $5 grand or something. I don't know, I just couldn't mentally justify a lot of that. Too much. I like simplicity, honestly. I like simplicity, I value that tremendously. So just one less thing, one less thing to think about, worry about, deal with. Tire warming. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I need to watch their lap. Got a minute. Let's go see what the hell they were doing in the laps. One car. What was his lap? Let's practice. What are we doing? How do we get to the freaking thing? Okay. So did a burnout. Started whipping it immediately. God, it sounds so good. Wish I could see the inputs, but hard brake there. ManateeRacing.com. Nice full scrubbing. Wow. This doesn't look like a lot. It takes some skill not to wreck doing this. Like, no BS. It definitely takes some skill. I mean, it's really easy to lose track just doing that. I'd love to be able to see his wheel. How far is he going, like full opposite lock doing that, or is he literally just kind of, you know, doing one of those? I mean, might have been, but he's still a second and a half faster than me. All right, let's do it to it. Yeah, everything, I'm torn on that. I'm torn on it. Technically, they are warmer than they are when they start the race, that's for sure. I was thinking the same thing, Pete. I've noticed every time I try to really warm the fronts,
line up on the right side.
like they're 7 degrees warmer than the rears, you know? My line is perfect. Hey, I love that. What's one track? It's pretty popular. You can't seem to make yourself like or enjoy it. Le Mans. Le Mans for sure. Lock to lock. Yeah, I was thinking the same. That's hard to do and not screw up. For me, that one at Wade is Le Mans, no question. I've never spent a ton of time there to get good at it, and I don't know, so much of it is just straights. Which you could say the same about Daytona, but I still love Daytona. Maybe because I'm better at it. Alright, let me try to lock in here. Yeah, no, for sure. Open quali, 30-minute quali, all those things. It's hard. I don't know what the right answer is. I like that it's... I mean, this might sound stupid, but I like that it's just kind of like... It changes, you know? Like right now we got this, but it's going to be something else probably in a season or two, and so we'll have to adapt to that. So just the fact that it's different, it makes you think differently. It's like a new experience. It's almost like a feature, which sounds horrible to say, but it's just something different. I like different. I don't even care if the different is bad. It's just different. Gives me something else to think about and prep for and all those things. And then we do this. You know, I don't know how to do this, but I'm just gonna do a little bit of something. I guess it's better than doing nothing. I'm not a fan of this setup. I think it's gonna lead to too many issues. All it takes is the guy on your side to be like, oh, I don't subscribe to that theory, so I'm just gonna be to your right. And then boom, y'all hit each other. I've seen that a bunch already. But then you feel like if I don't do this, my tires aren't even close to the guy next to me. I'm gonna lose spot, you know. I feel like you have to. So I got this guy over here now. High speed commuting. True. With off tracks. Really stupid off tracks.
Catch up, 8 car.
Really stupid off tracks.
Catch up, 8 car.
Nice thing, I guess, is I can't see the tire temps. I don't feel as obligated to try to figure it out. Sebring. See the people who can't enjoy it. Oh man, I used to hate Sebring, but it was always when I was just driving formula cars. As soon as I started driving GT3s there, I kind of fell in love with the track. But yeah, driving a car that doesn't have a suspension really, not fun. Not fun. At least not for me. Almost got hit. Alright, I'm good enough. Who you got for the Mexico GP? Max. Max, Super Max. Yeah, I think so. So I put a poll. I'm glad you asked that question. No need for, I already did my lifting this morning. I'm good. I put a poll on my YouTube channel. Who's gonna win the World Drivers' Championship after last week's results? And it's like 70-some% say Max Verstappen. I'm like, what? I mean, it's cool that he has a shot at it, but I don't think people realize like how far off. He has to win every single race, basically. And then Oscar has to finish second in every single race except for one. So if Max wins every race, he finishes second in all the races except for one. He finishes third, Max wins by a tiebreaker. Like, that's what has to happen. One bad result for Max and it's over. Basically. Like, yeah. Anyway, let's go. Recording, check. Oh, that's not cool. Who did that?
About to go green, stay focused.
Just please don't be a shit show in the one. I'm not gonna dive you.
Green flag, green flag. Car ride. Clear.
Okay. Oscar's gonna bin it. Yeah, I'm not sure, man. McLaren guys have me worried. Just get off to a good start. Yeah, if somebody just knocks Max out once, it's literally over. But he probably feels like it's basically over, so he's just gonna go for it, which honestly I appreciate as a fan. That's what I want to see. A Max Verstappen with no cause for concern, which is pretty much his MO regardless, is good for entertainment value. Maybe not necessarily the racing. Whew, almost. That Porsche's got some grip. Well, he did so well warming the tires up, but he seems to have. Voted for Max. Pulling for Max the first. Yeah.
44.
I think there's probably some fandom in that poll for sure, but I have a hard time thinking that, like, if we're just, you know, who we think's going to win based on results and all that sort of stuff, that he would be the 70% favorite. That seems crazy. To me, it seems like it would be 70% Oscar, right? But either way, I'm excited. I'm happy that we have a championship. I'm very excited it's not just like one person running away with it. I genuinely don't care who wins. I would just prefer it be one of the McLaren guys. I just want to see somebody new win. I mean, either of those guys win their first. I think that'd be incredible. Going too hard in that corner. I was able to do it with the Corvette to the point that I would even upshift to third before bringing it back down into second to get through the corner. Yeah, grip is insane right there. Like, he did a good job, I guess, warming them up. I'm very indifferent as to which McLaren driver does it. I'd like to see Lando do it. And I don't know, if maybe before this year, it would have been an obvious, like, I definitely want to see Lando do it. I'm really grown to like Oscar quite a bit. I mean, I could be 100% wrong here. Obviously, I'm not sitting here spitting facts. I don't know the future. I just get this feeling that Oscar is gonna win a couple of these. I have a hard time believing that he's not gonna win a couple. He's too good. He's too calm. I'm not sure about Lando. I feel like this might be his, like, best shot to get this done, and if he doesn't, he might not get another great shot unless McLaren is extremely OP in the future again, and he doesn't have a teammate that can bring it to him like he has right now. Man, these guys are quick. Why didn't y'all qualify better? Got another Porsche on my ass. Is it the Porsche player? I got two in front and two behind. Did we pick the wrong car? And then if yes, why didn't y'all qualify better? Is it a race pace kind of situation? Really want Lando to do it. All about confidence and when he can snowball. Yeah, that's true.
41.861. Just set your fastest lap of the session.
See if these two guys fight super hard here. Curious if they'll fall off a little bit as we go. It's only 14 minutes to go. A literal sprint. Makes me want to try the Porsche. I mean, literally got 2 in front and 4 behind.
42.008.
The other 2 Porsches are out of the race. So half the field's Porsche, basically. Which I guess Portimao is historically a pretty good Porsche track. Yeah, I mean, Oscar being in front definitely gives him a better shot. But yeah, I'm loving the fact that Max is making it interesting. It'd be pretty boring if he wasn't around, that's for sure. He just seems to have a calmer head for it, I think. I think that's pretty clear. Also think Lando he talks a lot about what he's thinking instead of just internalizing it or keeping it within his team. Which, you know, can go both ways. I mean, hell, Lewis is like that. He's very open about the mental stuff. And I think people look at that and just see it as weakness. And maybe it's really not. Sometimes just the ability to be able to talk about those things is kind of a superpower, to be honest.
42.1.
Yeah, Lewis is open about that kind of thing, and I mean, he'll go down as one of the best ever. Yeah, there's a line though, you know? I mean, I like it to a degree, but then there's places he goes over the line and it's just, I don't know, too bare knuckle. Too much ABS, speaking of too much. It does, potentially. I also think in time, and the more you're open with that sort of thing, the stronger you get at dealing with, you know, the opposition trying to use it against you. You'd probably be worse off to keep it to yourself. Because even though you think, oh, well, if you keep it to yourself, people can't use it against you, I don't think that's true. They don't know that they're using it against you when they are, but they are. You know what I mean? It's like you can act like certain things don't bother you, but truth of the matter is if they do, they do. Whether the person saying it knows it or otherwise, it still bothers you. It's like a muscle. It's like anything. Flex it, use it, get stronger. Being open, talking about it, I think it's a good thing. This could be bad. Porsche ahead has moved on a little bit. A bit earlier. Oh wow. Know what to expect from the green Porsche. Yeah, true. Damn it. Come on. Yeah, black and yellow seems like a good one. Better than F2. Dude,
That was your fastest lap of the
I feel so vindicated the fact that he went to F2. I feel like I've had so many Twitter I mean, I shouldn't engage in bullshit like this, but conversations, whether it's Reddit, Twitter, whatever, with people like, oh, why would he leave IndyCar to go to F2? It's like, 'cause that gets him to F1, genius. Like, oh, this is a year ago when, you know, Cadillac's begging to come in and who's going to drive the car?
Left side.
Fucking idiot.
Clear on the left.
Shouldn't get baited. Man, I want to just knock that dude out so bad. Lucky you, I didn't take the corner like normal. Alright, deep breath. Don't want to lose another position. Nah, socks. I feel like I can feel it better with just socks on. There's 2 calories also. Yeah, exactly. I think people do not understand that. I can't wait to see him in Formula 2. I might actually literally watch some of those races just because of him. The idea of seeing him in Formula 1 is awesome to me. Whew. I don't sweat when I race. I know people say that a lot. I can see where it comes from, but I just don't. Maybe in like a 24-hour endurance race, or, you know, a 4-hour solo at the Nords or something. But generally speaking, I don't sweat when I race. Damn it! Come on. You and your gripper can. Well, it's not just American, just in general. I mean, a driver not paying to be there. He doesn't have Carlos Slim backing him, you know? It'll be nice. I mean, he literally feels like a guy that's very justifiable to be in Formula 1. I hope he makes it, and I hope he's good. I'd love nothing more than to root for an American driver. Alright.
.801.
Getting text messages from my wife. Got chat rolling. I got a Porsche on my ass still, which I've just given way too good of a run to. Sit on that apex a little bit.
Left side.
Knew you were gonna go
Clear.
wide. I would love to see her to make it to F1. Don't know if he has the pace. Yeah. I hope he does. I really do. I really do. I think that'd be super cool. Alright. I guess we got 2 more here. Don't get so desperate that you wipe us both out, dude. You got 9 seconds to the guy behind. You think so? I think people don't really understand how competitive that kind of stuff is, to be honest. I don't think they get it. I actually feel like having had a career in IndyCar is more of a detriment than a boost. He's going to get rolled by kids that have been in karting for the last 10 years, not 10 years, but many years in their short little lives. Truth be told, he's getting a pretty late start. I think most people that watch Formula One, especially on this side of the pond, don't really understand that.
42.2.
Nah, thankfully I can't say that I have. Dang it. Is that my first one? Yeah, deleting and reinstalling is not that bad. It sucks to have to re-download the content and stuff, but it's not that big a deal. Well, he could have been much worse about it, so respect for that. I feel like he was pretty fair. Never dived me, never, I don't think he ever even made contact with me. Good racing.
There's the flag. It's over. Great job. You
That'll
did
get you
really
going.
well.
Hey, thanks. Appreciate that. Look at that dive real quick. Just text me to make sure I didn't do anything in trouble. So we've had this basketball hoop, you know, the one that you put at like the street curb and fill it with sand, and you know, it's not like it's in the ground or anything. Anyway, we got it off like one of those Facebook, you know, buy nothing groups. We've had it for a couple of years. Kids used it. Now there's cars out there. It's like it needs to go. It's just too much. Kids would still use it, but unfortunately we just have nowhere to put it given the car situation and everything out front. Anywho, we've put it back on that thing. And I've had multiple people, you know, say they want it. And unfortunately, just have not been able to get rid of it. Anyway, somebody was supposed to come by like 30 minutes ago and pick it up. And they said that they just couldn't they physically could not pick it up because it was too heavy. Which, there's really not much sand in it. It almost hit me. Here's how far back this move was. It's just too much of a dive, man. I mean, I know we got it slowed down. I don't know. Just throwing it in there before, like, I was on the brakes. He was still behind me, like, directly behind me. I mean, I guess it's not much of a dive. I guess if you can do it and slow the car down. Not like he ran into me. Hit the apex and all the things. But if I had taken the corner like I should have... Big contact. Overlap is, like, right there. Yeah. I'm glad I didn't let that get the best of me. That would have been easy. Alright, on to the next. Take a minute, take a breath. Yeah, I just hate it when it happens like after braking's already happened. I don't know, maybe I'm just whining. That's okay. Down and down, that was Talladega. Shocker. Algarve. Little bump. Little bump, little bump. I'm glad I got that. I was really kind of wish I hadn't the 1X is what I was trying to say. Wish I didn't have that, but it happens. What happened to IndyCar? How did it lose its prestige? I don't remember a time when IndyCar had a huge prestige, to be honest with you. Not to say it's not good or anything, just from a prestige point of view, I don't know. If it was a thing, it was before my time. Maybe it was the 80s, early 90s, before I really started watching a whole lot of it. I don't know. IndyCar's awesome. They have better marketing to get back to being popular. Racing's amazing. Yeah, I think that's probably true. I also think they'd be way better off if they didn't race at ovals or significantly cut it down, which I know they have done over the years, but even more. Like, just more. Go to Watkins, don't go to Kansas. Go to somewhere. Go to Road Atlanta, don't go to some other oval they go to. Like, just cut them down. They could cut the ovals down, I'd be way more interested. I do like watching the road course races, and of course I watch the Indy 500, but you're never going to catch me watching an IndyCar race at an oval. I went to one. This might shock all of you guys. They raced at Richmond Raceway. Like, this would have been, I don't know, 2010, 2009, some in that range. And at the time, my wife and I, we had season tickets to the Richmond Raceway races. So all the NASCAR stuff, everything they did, modifieds, everything. And we went to an IndyCar race there. Pretty sure it was the last one they ran there. It was the most boring thing you've ever seen in your life. It was so boring. We had the scanners and and I don't remember the exact numbers. So you have to forgive me. This is a 3/4 of a mile track, right? It's very small, very low banking. Those cars could literally fly around there, which was insane. But it was a situation where I don't remember how many seconds the lap times were. I'm sure somebody could Google foo it pretty easily, but they were multiple seconds slower per lap than they were at, say, quali or like really like pushing, because they were literally just logging laps. They're just logging laps, trying to get to the end, you know? And it's like, that's boring, especially on an oval. I mean, you have to do stuff like that to log laps, and just get through on a road course is one thing. But man, on an oval, it was really boring. Definitely dive. If you're going to dive, it was pretty decent. Yeah, it's true. At least, he literally hit the apex and stayed on it. He didn't even like take me up a lane or anything like that. So annoyed in the moment, but probably fine. This midstream commercial break brought to you by Dairy Queen. Man, I haven't had one in a while. Last time I had one, I didn't feel so great. So I have not had one in a minute. Much more popular in the early 90s. Yeah, that makes sense. What was the whole cart and the I don't remember what it was called, but those two split it up. Probably hurt it more than anything. Ovals just don't have the market appeal they used to. I don't even know if they ever had one, to be honest. It's like NASCAR in the 90s was like, was it late 90s, maybe it was early 2000s, whenever they hit their peak. I don't know. It was lightning in a bottle. I don't even really, like, yes, some things have changed, but the fundamental thing hasn't changed. I don't know. They had more stars back then. I don't know. I don't know what's really different, but it's different. And these days, I think something simple like you can't go to Twitter, or you can't watch the Dale Jr. podcast or the Denny Hamlin podcast. I watch the Denny Hamlin pretty much every week, and I don't even really watch NASCAR. Like, you can't, and obviously his situation is unique. He's literally suing NASCAR right now, so he's going to bitch more than most, but it's really hard to like pay any attention to anything in that world and not hear people complaining constantly, like constantly. And I think that detracts. Like, even if the stuff they're saying is like minor, it's a constant. It's all you hear about, you know? Like, oh man, NASCAR is going to be terrible until we have 700 horsepower packages again. And oh, NASCAR is going to suck until the playoff system's gone. And hey, you know, like, people are so negative about it so much that I just don't know how they fix the problem. Like there's that. And then you just go and you watch like anything after an F1 race, and they might complain like, oh, you know, the race was kind of boring because there wasn't a lot of overtaking or whatever. But they still talk about the interesting things that are going on, you know, whether it's the 2026 car regulation development, or, you know, the racing that did happen, or the excitement for the final, you know, championship push, or the, you know, the inter-team stuff that's going on that kind of makes the drama. Like, yeah, there's always negativity with everything, but I don't know. There's just NASCAR stuff. Like, people just, they hate that sport. They hate it, and they seem to watch it every weekend. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I just feel like if it's such a constant source of negativity, I just don't know how anybody is going to really enjoy it, because all they hear is the negative. Need a smaller field, hard to watch 40 people, don't know half of them. Yeah, for sure. I mean, dude, I could literally fix NASCAR with like 6 things. Maybe 5. Like, literally. Nobody hates NASCAR more than NASCAR. 1,000,000% yes. That is 1,000,000% true. Because nobody else gives a shit. Nobody else cares. But you're 100% right. And that's probably true for a lot of things, but man, it's true in NASCAR. I'll give you my list. I'm going to come up top of my head. I did post this on Twitter the other day, actually, so maybe it's not top of my head. Let's say cut playoffs gone. Take playoffs away completely. The only reason they made the playoff system was to try to compete with the NFL. You're never going to compete with the NFL. Just get rid of it. Fans hate it. Get rid of the playoff system. It does not crown the proper champion. Last year was the best example ever. No playoffs. No stages. Randomly place landmines. True. Depends on who it hits. So no playoffs, no stages. I could be okay with stages so long as and only as they don't have a caution. The only reason that stages exist, and no way to change my mind. The only reason they exist is to create natural commercial breaks. That's it. And natural, we're leaning hard on that word because that's bullshit. So no stages. If you want to keep stages, fine. No caution, award points. The only thing I like about a stage is it gives you some incentive to get towards the front of a race in the first quarter, half, whatever. But no cautions, because that's bullshit. So no playoffs, no stages. We're just going to roll with no stages. Cut the race distance at least in half. At least. Maybe more. The only reason the races these days are 500 miles is so they can get 500 commercials in. 100%. Back in the day, yeah, it kind of used to matter. Like, can the car survive 500 miles? That's not a thing anymore. That just doesn't exist. That's almost true in endurance racing and 24-hour races. Like, the cars rarely fail. That's not generally why they don't finish races. Right? Like, watch any like endurance, you know, documentary or something on YouTube, they talk about how they run the car, they run the engine for 48 hours for a 24-hour race. Like, these things they're practically bulletproof. So cut the races in half, at least, maybe more. Incentivize, number one, qualifying in NASCAR does not matter. You're literally running for 4 hours in a 500 lap or 500 mile race. Qualifying doesn't mean anything. So make qualifying matter, right? Incentivize people to give a damn about actually getting into the top 10 to start the race. I mean, they want it, of course, but it's not that important. So shorten the races dramatically. I mean, most people would tell you that your average Saturday night race is way more interesting than a NASCAR race. And I think a lot of it's because they incentivize you to get going. You only got like 20 laps. You better go. So cut the race down dramatically. No commercials, 100%. Like, cut the commercials out completely. That's the hardest thing to do because the whole business model is centered around sponsorships. If sponsorships didn't exist in NASCAR, the whole thing implodes. They got to find a way to get from under that, or they're not going to survive long term, or it's going to be so gimped. Like the whole sport, all sports ebb and flow with the market, the economy, but none like NASCAR, right? Like, that's how they make their money. Teams literally survive based on sponsorship dollars. And when the market hits the shits, you know, what do you think's going to happen to NASCAR? So yeah, they're going to have, they really do need to figure out how to get away from a sponsorship world. That might not be possible, but it'd be smart to at least put some real effort into that. But yeah, getting rid of commercials feeds into that. I don't know how they do that, but that would be huge. What else, man? Yeah, I think you could cut the field dramatically. I don't know how dramatically. But it is one of those things where, again, because of the sponsorships, you watch your favorite driver, say it's Denny Hamlin, right? How many... 5 years ago, he was always running the same paint scheme every single week. You could look at the screen and see, oh, there's the FedEx 11, right? Today, because of sponsorship, FedEx is not interested in spending whatever it costs to sponsor that car for an entire year anymore. It's freaking FedEx, man. They literally ship money all over the world. They print that shit. And they're not interested. So anyway, now you've got what, 6, 7 primary sponsors over the course of a season. I literally don't even know which car he's in a week to week. You have to, that's horrible. Like, if you couldn't just look on a Formula One weekend and look out and see, oh, there's the red Ferrari. Like, such a fundamental basic thing that it's insane that in NASCAR that's not true anymore. What else, man? What else? I would bring back the higher horsepower packages, big time. I'd find a way. Here's another one. I did say this the other day. I would find a way, working with Goodyear or whoever, to make tire degradation like at least double, maybe like 2.5x what it is today. Like, don't make it so they can go on 60 lap runs at, you know, wherever, Charlotte. Like, make the tires fall off a cliff. And they've kind of started doing this at places like Bristol, and they've had races where they've tried this, and it's gone somewhat well and then somewhat really poorly, and like they haven't found a middle ground for it. And they've only done it at really short tracks. They haven't done it at like 1.5 miles, to my knowledge. But do that. Like, make tire just absolutely get shredded. That would kind of work itself out. You put 700-800 horsepower in those cars again. So yeah, the horsepower package could definitely change a lot of things. Like, make the car harder to drive. You know, talk to a lot of guys that have driven them these days versus driving them 10, 15 years ago. Hell, go drive the 87s in iRacing and then go drive the current Cup car and tell me which one's harder to drive. You know, like, that problem kind of solves itself. I think you start there. You do those things, find a way to make the sport interesting again, if it ever really was. That's a bigger question. All right. Learn Aston, 6 minutes. Oh, wow. Ship this thing early, huh? So anyway, on the topic of the basketball hoop, I'm going to be dismantling a basketball hoop next week. If anybody wants, I'll live stream it from the garage. Just kidding. Oof. Forgot engines in the front. Whoa. Doesn't drive like a Lambo, that's for sure. How does it even work for strategy? That's the thing, it doesn't. Like, they know, oh, caution's coming, or, you know, we're going to re-rack multiple times. So fuel mileage is kind of a thing, but not really. They just know they're going to have plenty of opportunities to fix. I do like how they have to make adjustments on the car throughout the race to get it right. That is nice, but at the same time, like, not at the expense of 4-hour races. Too much. Yeah, that Garage 56 car was cool. I love that they did that. I think they should definitely keep doing stuff like that. This might be bad for ratings. Ugh. Yeah, this thing doesn't want to. Alright. Kind of like the Mustang. Like that first lap or two. Really sketchy. Wow. Yeah, Pete, I agree. I think people forget that motorsports is in the entertainment business. What overlay? What you're seeing is Race Lab. Welcome, by the way. Rip. Oh. This is gonna be sketchy. Buying a car from the factory, not just engine. There's specs here that won't admit their spec. Yeah, I think these days they've kind of come around to that. Because they really, like these days they really are spec. I don't know if you've kept up with those changes. I don't know why everything's lit up on my dashboard right now. Why is it blue? I didn't have blue flags. Yeah, but these days, with the new car they've got, they can still call them next gen, even though they've been using them for a while, but current generation NASCAR Cup cars are quite literally spec. They have like one manufacturer that designs this trinket and that trinket, and that's where they buy their parts from. You can't touch those parts. There's a lot of that now. Worst thing in the world is watching a great battle on the track cut into a commercial break. It's a bad day, that's for sure. You don't already know these things. It's true. I literally used to watch NASCAR like the 90s, early 2000s. So I definitely have a lot more, where are the brakes? Holy shit. This is gonna be a bad choice, boys. Nice.
19.292. That was your fastest lap of the
Yeah, the races just last way too long. Way too long. Jeff Gluck, who's like, you know, they're probably one of their bigger media personalities who posts on Twitter. He remarked during, because this is one of the rare times when a Formula One race and a NASCAR race were overlapping one another, was this past weekend. The NASCAR race started at 2 o'clock. The Formula One race started at 3. The Formula One race started and ended, I think it was like, I can't remember how much, I don't know, maybe it was like 60% of the NASCAR race had eclipsed, which is kind of nuts. They went through an entire Formula One event. It can keep your attention. Like, people can sit down for 2 hours. Even that's kind of a long Formula One race. I got a break earlier. It's not getting better with warm tires. But yeah, people can tolerate that. 4-hour NASCAR races, not so much. Wake me up when they get to the green, white, checkered part. That's interesting. Most of the rest of it's pretty boring. Unless you're really engaged in the pit strategies and stuff. Which, truly, I mean, that can very, very easily be said for Formula One, too. Best Formula One race is one where it rains. Alright, getting better around there. Yeah, I find it funny with the road course component that you're getting to a point now where the NASCAR drivers are just bitching about going to road courses because of SVG. Like, they're like, well, he's going to win them all anyway, so why even bother? It's like, dude. Y'all just need to be worried about the day that man figures out an oval, because when that happens, ooh, it's over. It is over. Alright, I'm going to hop up 2 seconds. I'll be right back while she loads. Of course, I'm the 2 car. Great. There's only 2 Astons in here. 2900 split. IMSA and NASCAR need an F1 app. Hate the model. The app's great. Yeah. Unfortunately, they're just too small. NASCAR might be able to pull it off. And I know they've been building, or they have built, a media center in Charlotte for NASCAR specifically. And I guess they're trying to make a deeper investment in social media and things like that, YouTube, whatnot. So maybe that would come, but I feel like they're too small. It's almost like asking for F2 to have an F1 app, you know? F1 is so big, it's just not even comparable, really. I treat my NordVPN subscription as effectively an IMSA app. It's basically what it is for me. I log on to that for a big endurance race and then just watch the international broadcast on YouTube. No commercials. It's great. Hockey fight on wheels. Yeah, I mean, SVG is definitely just completely bought in. Yeah, I mean, he's definitely really high on my list. That's for sure. Big fan. NASCAR drivers also ignore track limits on road courses. Yeah, that's a really good point. I really wish they would enforce actual track limits at road courses. And frankly, at Phoenix, I hate the way that they take Phoenix. I think that's so stupid. Like, that was very clearly not designed to be driven that way. And they just like, oh, they're going to do it. I guess we just let them. It's like, are you serious? It's like turn 1 at Watkins. It's a joke, man. I think that's so dumb. They want to talk. They're so offended by the idea that people refer to Max Verstappen as the best driver in the world, which he is. And it's not even remotely close, at least for the people that we're aware of. But anyway, you're so offended by that concept, but then they go to COTA and they drive it like it's a, you know, it's a joke. I know the cars aren't designed for the racetrack, but if you're going to do it right. If you can't do that, just stick to the ovals. And hell, they've been driving Watkins Glen in what used to be called Sears Point, now Sonoma, for decades. Decades and decades. Oh, I'm supposed to be doing this, right? Yeah, but it's like, the first time they saw that, they should have been like, okay, no more of that bullshit, right? Like, they do that all the time for different things, but for some reason track limits don't matter.
The officials don't like the way you're driving.
Fuck
Your lap
you.
won't count until you reset
Like,
the
what?
car and start over.
I don't get that at all. How is that any different than what that dude was doing? Well, it wasn't accelerating fast enough? Like, seriously? It's so dumb. Yeah, like, I don't understand what I did wrong there.
The officials are telling us they won't accept the way you're driving.
Okay,
Your
I'm
lap
fucking
won't
done.
count until you reset the car and start over.
Y'all put this bullshit system in place. It forces people to have to do dumb shit like that. Forget it. Stewards enforce limits and the old school fans get mad. Well, the old school fans are gonna die. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but it's true. Anybody want to take a guess at the average age of a NASCAR fan? Like, statistically? Not even just me talking shit. Average age of a NASCAR fan, as stated by NASCAR. I'll just tell you, they're in their 60s. The average. Like, they have a huge problem. Truth of the matter is, the sport will get better as its core demographic ages out. I'll just say that nicely. It's true. It's sad that it's true, but damn if it isn't. I mean, your average, you know. I'm not gonna get into it. Probably take it to a political place, and I don't want to go there. All right. Well, I got super cold tires. I'm gonna be able to get in. I'll get in both laps. I tried to work with your stupid rules, iRacing. I guess I don't know how to cheat the system well enough, so here we go.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
I don't know how much it's gonna matter. I clearly was not doing very well in this car to begin with. Somebody ran a 17.6 with their first lap. Are you shitting me? Say that I want to just get a banker in, and the second one's more important, which is clearly true, but it's so easy to get a 1X here. I feel like I need to actually treat this as if it's going to be the one. Same issue Harley has. Yeah, it's true. Haven't done a really good job of growing your demographic between, you know, beyond your core audience. Like, a lot of companies face that problem, but I think they've been lazy. Can't think of a lot of things that NASCAR's done over the last 20 years that would have really enticed a fan in their teens, you know? 16-8. Attaboy. Was it on your first qualifying lap in a fixed series? That would be really impressive. Guessing it was in a Mustang? Yeah. Oh my god. Please.
One more lap.
I should probably focus in qualifying, huh?
19.70.
Average age of a sim racer? That's a really good question. That's a really good question. It's not 60s. Feel pretty confident saying that. I think it's definitely, you know, steers to an older demographic just because of the cost, generally. But at the same time, like, it's probably never been easier to get into it than it is today. And I don't mean sim racing like, hey, I bought Forza and it's sim racing, like actual sim racing. more software than there's ever been. There's more hardware than there's ever been. It's probably as easy to get into it today than ever before. Probably lots of young, I know lots of young people are doing it. A lot of them in my chat. Started P7, second lap, good grief. Not convincing kids to buy inferior bikes anymore. Low, you think low 30s? I could see that. That's probably a pretty good, probably a pretty good guess, to be honest with you. Because you gotta think there's definitely a core that is definitely on the older side of things, like upper 30s to low 50s. But there's a lot of young folks into it, and there's no doubt about that.
Checkered flag,
18.7 or 18.8, so impressed. Couldn't bullshit the tires hard enough. Oh, that's terrible. 1.2 seconds off the fastest guys, running Beamers, Fords. It's a good mix. I mean, I'm 6/10 off McLarens, Lambos. Kind of all over the show. Oliver, need to see you throwing a lap, brother. He's the only other Aston, so it's hard to compare. Like, I don't know if I'm just horrible in this car, or maybe the car's not great for this track. I don't know. Probably, maybe a little mix of the two. 30-40, see more stuff than serious communities. I mean, selection bias. Yeah, true. I look at like the Sim Racing Expo, like you watch some of the videos that people have been putting up about that. I think that's a pretty interesting indicator. I mean, you know, there's some element of like, hey, I have the financial and physical ability to, you know, go to an event like that. It's certainly going to skew older, but there's a lot of older guys going to those things. No fair way to get an average would be to average these games separately first. Skew between the game sims. Yeah, it's true. That's also true. I bet iRacing skim's older simply because of the cost, and then also probably because of the NASCAR bias. You know, I bet you there's a really large group of people who probably barely realize that road is a thing in iRacing. That all they've ever done and known it for is NASCAR, and they are so intertwined, iRacing and NASCAR. Like, I don't even blame them. You know. 25 years old. That full frontal lobe development. Very true, Michael. Very true. All right.
One lap to green. Line up on the left side. Pit road is closed.
I will
right
record
now.
this because this could be pure comedy, but we'll hope for no comedy. I guess I will. So we can have some fun racing. Finish. They're really like a safe race. I'm gonna say that a lot. Last race was a good example of that. Nice safe race. I think I only had a 1X there. If I only have a 1X here, I'll be shocked. Higher the bar, the older the average. Yeah, no doubt. Did you guys hear? I literally just looked this up the other day and saw the Sim Racing Expo for next year is actually going to be in Charlotte. I don't remember the name of the town that it's been in the last couple of years. Starts with a D. Dort's, what's that place called? Dart? I don't know. Somewhere in Europe. It's going to be in Charlotte. That's pretty cool. You should go. I mean, it's a 5-hour drive for me. It's 35-minute flight. 35-minute flight or a 5-hour drive. Not sure what to expect. Definitely worth it. It crossed my mind, that's for sure.
Catch stop 9 car.
Got 43 laps of fuel. I need 16. So yeah, I think it could be pretty interesting. Jesus. I would not be surprised if, like, our SCR team tried to get some people to go. Like, I think we got a pretty good contingency between Florida and Virginia. A lot of West Coast guys, a lot of Europeans too. But Charlotte, I mean, it's one of the biggest hubs. I think they said it's the 6th largest airport in the world. Largest, I'm not sure if that means travelers or what, but it's definitely one of the biggest hubs around here. LAX, Atlanta. I don't know. Charlotte's a big one. How about that? Curious to see how next year goes. Huge draw compared to this year, guaranteed. Yeah, I would think Charlotte would be a much bigger pull. Now here's the negative. I think this is horrible decision making. What the fuck are we doing? Why are we stopping that hard? They're doing it on Memorial Day weekend. Which is so bad for so many reasons. I think the thought process was, oh, we're going to do it for the Coke 600. It's in Charlotte, right? NASCAR City, NASCAR Hall of Fame. The negative is that that's also when we do Monaco and the Indy 500. Which means, you know, so if you go to this thing, you're not going to get to watch Monaco or the Indy 500. Like, you know, people are just going to stay home just for that reason alone. Charlotte's nice. Yeah, I didn't go to the museum. I went to a football game there about... Shoot, that was 15 years ago now. Holy shit. Walked past the museum. Didn't have a chance to get into it. Or Hall of Fame. Whatever it's called. Monaco's different next year? Okay, good. Green. Oh, that's right. I remember complaining when they announced that. Monaco and Indy not being on the same day is a crime. It's always been the best day in motorsports in my mind.
Green, green,
Oh,
green.
Jesus. Chaos already. Stay over there. Oh, stay over there.
Cara, como vocês são bostas, meu.
Yeah, just send it in there 3 wide. You're also smart. Here's another one. Good grief. I don't think this is top split. Highest person. No, it can't be. I'm the second car. There's no way. Alright, stay on the track. Good grief.
Good job, Dima. Nothing like putting your slow down in front of everybody.
Nothing like hearing about it.
Right side. Clear.
Like, really? Y'all are giving me content constantly. I kind of love it, not gonna lie. Good grief. What do we have to? 6th? I'm gonna get wiped out before you know it. It's certainly inevitable. This is crazy. So qualifying is really important, guys. I just need you to know. That's why you need to put an emphasis on your qualifying.
5, 6.
I mean... Oh, shit. This guy behind me figured out the Aston. Why didn't you qualify better? He did a good job warming the tires up on those 2 laps. Either that or... Yeah, whatever. Half the field's gone. They're dead. Alright, settle. Shadow Realm has at least 8 new guests. Yeah, that was really poor driving. I gained 8 positions on the first lap. Ooh, okay. Settle. Still got 17 minutes to go. Didn't even figure this car out. Oh wow, Beamer. God, I'm gonna get killed, aren't I? I'm in danger. I feel like the personification of that meme. Y'all kill each other, please. Leave me alone.
0.2.
Unreal. I do feel the sense of speed so much better in this car versus, say, like the Mustang. But I definitely enjoy the Mustang more. Not that I've driven this thing much. From my short experience, the guy, yeah, I think the 2 guys behind me are weapons. We'll see if they can tangle and I can just be consistently slow enough to get away. We'll see. Stay away from the light. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try. Free at last, free at last, free at last. Oh, just take a breath. Relax your shoulders. Maybe as this thing warms up, it'll warm up to me as well. So man, now I gotta go out and dismantle a basketball hoop. Okay, so I guess it just gives you a blue screen every time it shows you the lap. Which is terrifying. If it's running Windows, I'm really nervous. Get the blue screen of death every time I go across the start-finish line. If I post this, say I post this video or something on YouTube, over under on like 3.5 comments for people saying, you didn't slow down for the yellow flags. You're part of the problem. I'm gonna go over. Well, I'm a small time creator, it's probably under. About 1.5. Yeah, you know your ALS is bad. Blue screens of race cars that goes across the start finish line. Mad Max. Actually true. I've seen that blue enough to know. Alright, something happened back there. They're 4 seconds now. Alright, let's try to focus forward a little bit. So we can keep the car on the racetrack. If it's like the Mustang, it's going to get a little squirrely in the back end across the top of the hill up here. As the race progresses, but it's only 14 minutes, so...
4.29. New fast flat for you.
I do like the sound. Certainly not Mustang levels, but it's pretty good. Kind of like the Mercedes. Yeah, grip levels are coming up significantly. Well, we'll just ride around a P6. You know, it's kind of the plan for the race. Hate that I got some off tracks there, but I guess I did overtake off the track. Should I give the position back? Same inch. I have no idea. I don't know. Certainly sounds different. It's almost like I can hear the windscreen effect more than just the motor itself.
18.3.
18.3. Can we get to the 17s? Is that possible? Let's catch the Lambo. Let's catch somebody. Also would like to stay on the track. It's so funny. I haven't driven this car to the degree that, like, I'm not even sure if my dash light that I have at the top lighting up pink is right. I'm using the car, but like my wheel lights and my overhead light are all going off at different times. So it's not really sure where the optimal shift point is. I'm just kind of glazing the blues here. Not that blue.
5. New fast flat for you.
Thank you.
Oh, too far. Oh, thank God. This part is so sketchy, the Mustang, after a couple laps. Not making a lot of progress to the Lambo here. Yeah, that would be bad. I do have that up here too. It's funny, I got a number for the water temp and I guess the oil temp. I never pay attention to either one of those. Except in like a NASCAR race when you're drafting.
18.562.
Vamos, vamos! What's up, Kevin? Kids are coming home. Got text messages from my wife. Kids are coming down the stairs, making mistakes left and right. It's a Thursday afternoon. Alright. Try to lock in before the next one comes down. I guess I don't have to do too much here. I'm not being chased too hard. Oh, actually I am. 4 seconds. It was like 6. Get the thuds, yeah. It's true, the basement stairs definitely have a couple creaks to them. I can easily hear them coming. Phone's buzzing over here. Wife's asking me something. She's at work. I'm like, shouldn't you be doing some work? Help the people. She's a nurse. Lakers in 5. Love it. It's gonna be Dodgers in 4, unfortunately. That's my guess. I hope the Dodgers. Those are my tire tracks, I believe. I'm dodging all the BS from earlier. I hope the Dodgers sweep in 4, and it finally leads to an actual salary cap in Major League Baseball. I would be okay if that happened. But I know that won't happen, so I hope they lose in 4. The whole luxury tax thing is a joke to me. The Dodgers pay more in the luxury tax than the Brewers paid for their entire
18.479.
roster, which is bananas. Not to say the Brewers couldn't have spent more money on their roster, but damn. What's up, fam? It's pretty good. I mean, if I'm gonna pick a front engine vehicle, I'd prefer to be in the Mustang, but it's not bad. It kind of feels more like the Mercedes to me than the Mustang. Yes, indeed. It's a pretty cool car. Sounds good. Wish I could see more of the dash. That is what it is. But yeah, if I'm picking a front engine, I'm probably going with the Mustang. Just the sound alone is worth the difference. I wish I could rip that windshield vinyl off of it though. Yeah, it's so funny. These cars feel so foreign to me. I'm a Porsche, Corvette, Ferrari, McLaren kind of guy. But not bad. This guy's crushing my Delta here. I'm trying to stay ahead. 6 minutes. Should be able to do it. It's gonna be close. Y'all missed some. Actually, no BS. Go back, scrub back, and watch the first lap. Like literally just the first lap. Tried the Beamer, starting to like it. I haven't tried it recently, no. Not since we talked last. I hated it years ago. It was actually the first car I ever drove in an endurance race, believe it or not. At Bathurst. Ended up on its roof, still finished 7th. It's low split endurance racing for you. Literally was on its roof in the middle of the mountain and we still finished P7. Yeah, I would definitely recommend you guys go watch that. It's more interesting than anything that's happening right now. It was crazy, to be honest.
18.435.
That was a position. Respect to him for not just crazy rejoining. Didn't mean to do that. Yeah, if Artem gets here, I'm in trouble. He's pretty quick. He's closed that gap down quite a bit. Which is okay. No problemo. Fastest lap.
New fastest lap for you.
.7 still. I think he really catches me through here. I was gonna say, did he blink or? .25. First lap was crazy. Truly crazy. .23 really gets me through there. Your line is so peaceful compared to the insanity of VIR. That's very true. Top 5, let's go. I hope I can hold on to it. Got 3 laps to go with the line. I don't know if I can hold them off. We'll see. You'd think easy to catch, hard to pass, but in iRacing people just freaking send it. I'm up 9 positions right now. Yeah, exactly. Literally just avoiding crazy people.
New fast flat for you.
202. 10th faster. Getting way more comfortable with this thing. Yeah, I hope I hit the button. I know I hit it once or twice. I lost a 10th going through there. Yeah, he's giving me about like half a second a lap, it seems. In certain parts of it. I don't know if the overall is actually half a second, but it feels like that. We'll let it rip, see what we can get. Still a pretty good lap. 18.3 is fine with me. Much heavier feedback than the Porsche. I guess the Porsche is really light compared to everything else. I think what I need to do is set the feedback for all the other cars and then make a custom one for the Porsche since it's really the outlier. I'm actually catching this guy a little bit. It's not enough. Yeah, the blue, I don't know, the shifting's a little strange. I was actually hitting the rev limiter a lot thinking it was going to go further. But it definitely doesn't. I've adapted a little bit.
White flag this time. .174. New fastest lap for you.
18.1? Hell yeah. Take that. Man, 5 more laps. Probably be a net though, or net 0, I guess, because I'd probably get caught from behind too. Yeah, it's always really helpful to know where that power band is. It's something in the Corvette that I just feel like I'm finally figuring out. Like, that car doesn't sound like it's revving high, and you look down, it's at like 5,500 RPM. It's like, oh, okay. So it feels like I should go to second gear from an audio point of view, but the reality is I'm in a great power band right now. I just don't even realize it. Alright, man, I'll take that. That was something. That start was so nuts. P5 any day of the
All
week.
right, there's checkered flag.
Especially in a car I've never raced before. Love to see it.
Nice run. Solid work.
Whew! That was nuts. I need to go back and watch the start of that race. Content acquired. Love it. Alright, I'm always still trying to get that basketball hoop going. I told her, I was like, don't worry about it, I'll just dismantle it and take it to the dump. Which I hate to do that because it's not like in great shape, but when we got it, it wasn't in great shape. Like, it was clearly used, you know, but whatever, you get it for free, who cares? Throw it in your cul-de-sac, let your friend... I ran a 17.8 on the last lap. I just randomly find half a second, like, what? What? Oh, man. Wow, okay. Random? Take it? Bro, I mean, look. I'd say bro. It was getting wild on the pace lap, or at this part, it was getting crazy. I'm just going to let it play. Just keep going straight, baby. Keep going straight. Hammer down. Oh, I thought it was 3 wide. No, there was car was wrecking. That's why I left all that room. I looked up in the rear view and I thought I saw 2 cars going in the inside. Just the Ferrari. He probably dies anyway. I think the Aston sounds so good from the outside. Same with the Corvette. It sounds fantastic on the outside. It sounds terrible on the inside. Love that deep, throaty V8. Noma, 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 noma. Hey, there's an Apex over there, brother. You should probably hit it. These guys are hitting each other. Hey, there's another one. Wow. Saw him coming back. Thought, I'm just going to go off the track. Those were my tire tracks the whole race. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. And these guys almost killed me at least twice. Let's see this real fast. This guy, y'all can't see him. What's up, buddy? Hold on 1 second. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. That was crazy. That was crazy. I didn't catch most of the, what's the next one? Go back, let it rip one more time. BMW has the best tank slapper. I mean, I definitely thought there was 2 cars there. Tell the family, say hi. Yeah, I will. I appreciate that, Kevin. I will. My daughter came home sick. I got literally a wake-up text. I went and picked her up. And then my sons, one's going to workouts. The other one went to the trainer because he's been having pain in his arm. And so the trainer says he needs to go to do some PT with the same person that my younger son goes to workouts with. So I guess it's positive, but it's not positive for the old bank account. Oh, man, that could have clipped me so easy. I really thought the white car there was going to come further to the left. He was coming over. That's why I went into the grass. Didn't need to in hindsight, but I didn't realize that he was going to not continue to come. Given everything else that I just saw, I expected to die. Yeah, the green one there, that was a little concerning. I want to see the overtake that comes here in a second. Everybody's spent, yeah, right. All agree Dairy Queen cheese curds are the best thing. I've never had one of those. The car got bugged 3 times. I've never had a cheese curd in my life from anywhere. Apexes are important. Hit the damn thing. I wish I could be better at this stuff. I feel like I make so many stupid mistakes. It's crazy. Like, I don't feel like I'm bad at this. I feel like I'm above average. But then you look back on some of these, and it's like, hey, there's another 5 feet of track to use. You should probably do that. I could be so much better. It's like so much better. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, of course, but it's like, man, if I can figure out how to clean some of this stuff up, I might actually be pretty quick. Alright, I want to see this. I think if the big dive bomb comes here, I feel like he almost takes me out, too. From, like, yesterday. Never goes away, yeah. It's just at different levels, right? Instead of 5 feet, it's 6 inches, right? Oh my god! That's so bad. Really good driving on the green Aston there, though. To let him do what he did and then let it rip. But yeah, it's true. It never goes away. The margins just get smaller, right? That's very true, Pete. That's very true. Me of 5 years ago would be like, man, I wish I could drive like that. And hopefully in 5 more years, I'll be like, I'll have the same feeling. Just keep getting better. Next laps in the BMW crashes everyone. Is it the white BMW? This guy? We'll just keep letting it go. Peter, when's the next endurance race we're gonna do, man? I was thinking about that the other day. Even just like a 3-hour IMSA or something. Oh, you gotta run. It's been a long time since we've done one of those. Just like a basic 3-hour weekly endurance. Oh man, the trees, they look so great. This blimp is too low. Did I say chopper or blimp? Oh, rip. Oh, he helped him out. Put him back straight. And then let me guess, they all die. Oh, 3 wide through here is not a great idea, boys. Was that it? Oh, he gets a really good run out of there every time. Give him that credit. Oh, he got tapped. He didn't have a great run through there. And then they both somehow get it together. One car's left rear is completely bent the wrong. It's got some serious. That's not camber. It's cast, isn't it? They don't normally bend tires up. No, that is whatever. Look at his left rear. How is he still driving that car straight? Goodness. That's actually impressive. Wow. Anyway. Oh, I'm around this weekend. Am I around this weekend? I think I am. Is there anything interesting happening this weekend? We'll save that one. Never know. Toe in. There it is. Toe in. All right, boys. A little more green. Double green for your day. I only had a 1X again. That's actually impressive. I think I said to myself, like, hey, if I got a 1X in this one, I'll be happy. Especially after that start. Good grief. Like, wow. Wow. 4,100 in top split. God, this dude. Okay. He must have multiple accounts because this is the same guy who was like 2K yesterday. I'm guessing he didn't race enough to get an 8K account overnight, so he must be rocking a few. Casey Kerwin. He's been doing some Road Atlanta this week. Not too much more. I'll be back in top split. I don't know if I want to be. It's kind of nice running towards the front. No way I got pace to run with these guys. That's for sure. Yeah, man. Let's go. Much appreciated. All right. What is this week, man? Anything cool? It's the IMSA Endurance is not running this week, which is fine. I know you don't want to run lemons anyway. Neither do I. Looks like they... Well, is that true? Oh, yeah, yeah. Because that's next week then. Next race. Wait, what? Yeah, yeah, that's next week. Okay. Well, it's Halloween. Can you imagine? Looks like GT3 Hockenheim. I don't know if that would be super fun or not. Hockenheim this weekend. That's pretty much it. Is there anything else we used to run? It was really just those two, wasn't it? Endurance is Atlanta. I wish. No, it's Hockenheim. Because the Sprint Series is at Hockenheim this week. If it was in Atlanta, I would definitely do it. Is there anything else? I can't think of any other endurance race we ever did. Team. Yeah, these guys are... Yeah, they just ran. That's the long one anyway. And then the global this week, I think they're doing Le Mans 24 hours. So probably not doing that one. Yeah, neither of those are very interesting, unfortunately. Maybe maybe we'll look at future weeks. Let's see. So IMSA Endurance. That's all they got left. So they got Mexico, Mosport, and then Nürburgring, which I know you love Mosport. I'm not good there. I don't know if that would. And IMSA there. Oh my God, that could be horrific. Let's see. GT3, Sebring next weekend. Sebring, Suzuka, Interlagos, Mount Panorama, Watkins. Whew. You could easily entice me to do Sebring. Shoot, even Interlagos, definitely Mount Panorama, and Watkins Glen. I'd easily do any of those. Even Suzuka, honestly. Mugello, not very interesting to me, but any of the rest of these would be fine. Need to learn Mexico. Yeah. Maybe I'll spend some time there next week too. Oh my God, look at this schedule. So they're not going to Monza or Daytona or Spa. Are you shitting me? Like what? I guess that means the 6-hour races are there, huh? So they do the every other week. So it's... That's unfortunate, actually. Because these, it's at least a 2.4-hour race as opposed to a 6-hour race. So that must mean that the other one, they're doing 6-hour races there. Or is that a... They're doing all 24s. Is this the season where they do all 24s? Yeah, look at that. Be around most weekends. Okay, me too. Me too. Look at that. This one's doing Le Mans, Monza, Daytona, and Spa. But I think they're 24-hour races. That's so dumb. I get that the only way they can do a 24-hour Le Mans race is by doing it this way. But man, I can't say I'm super interested to run 24 hours every 2 weeks. That's aggressive to say the least. So then the IMSA series misses out on this amazing schedule. That's unfortunate. Sebring maybe. Okay. Yeah, we'll chat. Let's keep that conversation going, because I would like to do even just some basic ones. Just to get back into the realm of doing longer endurance races would be fun. So, okay, cool. Well, I'm rolling out 2 races, really 3, if you count NASCAR. NASCAR left turns only. With the 87s, at least it's pretty crazy. You're not just holding the line, you actually feel like you're driving the car. But anywho, appreciate you guys for being here. Hope you enjoy the races. I have raid tonight, so I will not be racing. I will be racing this weekend. I don't know exactly when, but probably like Friday night, Saturday night situation. I just don't know when. So I'll be around. If you enjoyed it, subscribe so you get notified when I go live. Until see you next time. Peace out. Have a great rest of your Thursday. Yeah, it's Thursday. Peace out. Appreciate it, buddy.